So here I am, 4 AM, finishing an unboxing video. Don't worry, by the way, it's pretty much done, it'll be out tomorrow. But lo and behold, Valve comes and drops Counter-Strike 2 on us. It's a big deal, a really big deal, and actually a lot bigger than I was expecting, by miles. What does this mean for the game, and for skins? You're probably wondering about skins, this is a skins channel. Well, let's have a bit of a look. Now, this video is sponsored by Xplaygg. Xplaygg is a site where you can hone your CS skills on a variety of different training servers, and even better, you can get skins just by playing on their servers. Every day, there are a bunch of challenges you can complete, and these will earn you points towards skins you can withdraw from the in-game store, all while you improve at CSGO in the process. And if that's not enough, you can also upgrade to Premium, which, amongst other things, gets you bonus coins, unlocks extra skins in the store, and enables skin drops in the game. Either way, it is a great way to get skins just by getting better at CSGO in the process. It's free to try, and if you follow the referral link, you can get 500 extra coins just by doing 3 challenges. Link is in the description, check it out today. Okay, so where to start? Firstly, CS2 is the CSGO killer. It's in the bio. The game will eventually replace CSGO itself as a free upgrade. Now, this is not a surprise to anyone with functioning brain cells. Valve were never going to split their player base, but in the interim, CS2 will be available as an invite-only limited test and is expected to remain so for quite a few months. And this limited test is really important because CS2 is changing a lot. You see, no one has ever really been 100% certain what will be in CS2. I've been in the camp that's playing down how much it might actually change. I've made videos saying as much, but it turns out that not only is the update going to do a lot, it's doing things that pretty much no one anticipated. For example, a complete overhaul of smokes with all kinds of complex new things affecting them in ways that will fundamentally alter the meta of the game. For example, bullets and frag grenades will now literally knock holes in smokes. That's gonna have a huge impact. Also, you know that complicated thing affecting tick rate that Gamefather found, which led to him being accused of being a clueless idiot by people who didn't understand what he discovered? Well, turns out it's real. Congratulations, sir. On top of that, there's been a considerable graphics overhaul, much more significant than a lot of people are probably expecting. The emphasis is obviously on competitive viability, although in some cases, such as Overpass, the changes are much more dramatic. But it's more than just lighting, there's also been a lot of work on improving the VFX. Again, I don't think anyone really expected this, and it's really good looking. Also, apparently the audio has been overhauled. We'll have to wait to hear that one. And obviously the Source SDK is available too, which might seem like a boring change, but in terms of community-made content, it's actually a massive deal. Also, apparently this is only some of the features. The full suite is yet to be revealed, so we'll have to wait and see what else there is. Now, it's also worth noting that a lot of these features have nothing specifically to do with the engine being updated to Source 2. In fact, most of them could probably have been done in the current version of CSGO with enough effort. Even if they utilize features of Source 2, which they mostly do, Valve still had to develop all these things on top of the engine upgrade itself. And in that respect, this isn't really the Source 2 update anymore. Source 2 is only a small part of what's changing here. This truly is the Counter-Strike 2 update. Its scope is much bigger than the simple engine upgrade people have been talking about for years. And what does all this mean? Well, some slightly bad news actually. It means bugs, and it means risk. These new features will have some bugs, probably a lot. That's okay, I don't think there is any thinking person out there who's going to be surprised by that. That's why we have the limited access version, so Valve can iron them out, and I'm sure they'll get sorted. But making big changes to competitive gameplay is pretty unusual in Counter-Strike, and this is a much bigger deal. Big changes mean bigger chances for things to go wrong. I don't know what Counter-Strike 2 is ultimately going to play like, no one does at this point, but it is not a guarantee it is going to play as good as CSGO, at least not at first anyway. I know Valve are committed to this game and committed to making it as good as possible, but some of these changes will really shake things up a lot. Like that stuff with the smokes is a big deal, and this means there is a lot of uncertainty and a lot of ways things could play out. Either way, I think players should expect this to be a somewhat bumpy ride because it is almost certainly going to be. But okay, what about the skins? Well, in a shock to absolutely no one, they are all still available in Source 2, including the limited test version, where I will definitely be testing out what skins look like in the near future. We can't currently use the inventory normally there though, so if there are any major changes to the inventory in Counter-Strike 2, it might be a while before they're fully apparent. I think what's going to interest people most though is the effect of Source 2 lighting and materials on skins. Source 2 maps definitely use rendering features that were never implemented in CSGO, and the same features definitely could extend to skins too. And the language used by Valve here, legacy models, does strongly imply a distinction between older and newer skins. But what will actually be implemented can only really be guessed at this point. I'm sure it's something, possibly quite a few things. Skins are a huge part of the game, I'm sure they're going to get some attention, but we just don't know right now. What I do know though is that the pop-orb has an orange scope in this feature. Stop the presses, this baby is meant to be black. It's probably just human error though guys, don't get too excited, I don't think they're changing the skin. Regardless though, this is a very big update, a much bigger update than anyone was really predicting, with much wider reaching consequences as a result. Odds are, it'll be very good, and it's definitely very exciting. Expect the unexpected, but also, don't be disappointed if it isn't 100% smooth sailing because it's probably not going to be. Updates like this always have some difficulties and I don't think this one will be any exception. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus, thanks for watching, see ya.